Hello students. In today's session, we will discuss about the drug abuse. When we say drugs, which are broadly classified into 4 types. Number 1, stimulants. These drugs will bind to the receptors of CNS and increases the activity of cardiovascular system, where the person feels fresh and energetic. Second, depressants. These are the drugs which are binding to the gastrointestinal or the different receptors of CNS, and they slows down the body functions and the person feels drowsiness or feels sleepy. The third category of the drug we call analgesics. These are painkillers. When the amount of the drug which is introduced to the person body is in higher dose, it also call it as sedatives. And when the person will receive highest amount of the dose of these sedatives, they work as tranquilizers. Like when the computer system is hanging, we reset the button and again the functioning will start like that. After taking tranquilizers, the brain functioning is reset and the person start working at the neural level from the beginning. These drugs, the third category, that is tranquilizers, are advised to the patients who are suffering from depressions or who are suffering from loss of confidence. Fourth category of the drug is hallucinogens. They create hallucinations. These are the imaginary thinking, as if the person feels that I am swimming in water, the person feels that I am flying like a bird. Okay, it is practically not possible, but it is a dreaming process. The imagination of the mind will be expanded. So these are generally called mind expanding drugs. As per our textbook, what we are learning are the drugs which are extracted from the plants, and the commonly abused drugs are opioids, cannabinoids and coca alkaloids. When we use the term drug abuse, if the person start consuming the drugs without any medical reason, actually these drugs are designed for the patients who are suffering from mental illness or during surgery to reduce the pain. These drugs are administered, but just for the sake of curiosity and enjoyment, when the person start consuming the drugs, addicted to it, and there is no reason for that, this we call abused activity. As per the NCERT syllabus, we need to remember 3 groups of the drugs extracted from the plants. Number 1 is opioid. This opioid is a depressant. As I already said, they slows down the body functions. Opioid receptors are available in our CNS. These drugs are either snorted or taken intravenous. When the person consumes these drugs, it is binding to specific opioid receptor and the person feels drowsiness. Enjoy that feeling. There is a plant called poppy plant. Scientific name is Papaver somniferum. The latex secreted from the plant, latex is a milky sticky fluid. Okay, when you cut the twig of what you can say a chiku plant or jackfruit plant, whatever sticky fluid comes out, it is called latex. So this Papaver somniferum's latex is taken, and from this a bitter, odorless, colorless, crystalline extract is prepared, and it is known as heroin. This heroin is snorted, even taken through intravenous. Intravenous administration is given to the person, or the person will take this. Even this powder is sprinkled on the tongue, which will induce the sleepiness in the person. Coming to next drug, it is cannabinoids. The plant name is Cannabis sativa. The flower tops are used to extract these cannabinoids. These cannabinoids are stimulants which will increase the cardiovascular activity of the person, and the person will increase its energy level. Most of the sportsmen will take these cannabinoids to enhance the energy level in their body or to increase the athletic performance. The leaves, the stem, and the other parts of the inflorescence of Cannabis sativa are used for preparation of ganja, charas, and marijuana. These are different names given to the drugs depending upon the effects on human body. The third category of the drug is coca alkaloids. These are hallucinogens. These are extracted from the plant Erythroxylum coca. These drugs are special in appearance. After injecting these drugs through intravenous way, the person will reach to the euphoria state. It is the highest energy level and start imagining the things which are not possible at the practical level. There are two plants, Dhatura plant, and there is even this Erythroxylum coca is used to create the hallucinogenic properties. Apart from that, there are some synthetic compounds, lysergic acid diethylamide, amphetamines, dibenzodiazepamines. These are some synthetic chemicals which are used to create the hallucinogens. Apart from these three groups, smoking. The tobacco leaves are incompletely undergoing combustion, and the person will enjoy that feeling. The active smokers who will take the cigar in the hand and enjoy that feeling, while the passive smokers who are in the surrounding directly taking cigarette smoke. There are different particulate matters along with gaseous components, and there is one particulate, nicotine. It is actually a carcinogen. So, active as well as passive smokers, after inhaling these nicotine particles, they bind to the respiratory tract, and initially the energy level increases but slows down the functioning of the body, and usually the person start addicted to it. There is one more condition called alcoholism. Consumption of alcohol beyond certain limits is chronic alcoholism. It is also acute alcoholism. Due to alcoholism, the blurred vision, loss of appetite, ulcers in the gastrointestinal tract. Apart from that, it causes liver cirrhosis. If pregnant lady is consuming alcohol, it will badly affect on the developing baby. Apart from this, the group called adolescents. Adolescence means a group of children who are between 13 to 19. This phase is connecting childhood with the adulthood. This age group children, they have lot of curiosity about the new things, no fear. They can accept any challenge. Because of these special features of adolescence, they are naturally get attracted towards the smoking, towards the alcohol, and towards the drugs, which are narcotic drugs. They are binding to central nervous system, either slows down the function or increases the function. Apart from this, these adolescents, when they start taking the drugs through intravenous way, chances of transmission of sexually transmitted diseases will increase, and the children are oftenly get affected by this, and the unhygienic practices will begin. The personal attention will go. Academic record will fall down and they start addicted towards it. Once the addiction starts, it is very, very difficult to get rid from this. Even if the person wish to take certain counseling or to take certain treatment to get rid from the drugs, they develop withdrawal syndromes. When person suddenly stops the drugs, the feeling of uncomfortableness, tremor in the limbs, anxiety, profuse sweating, these are certain characters the person will develop, and they are resettled only after taking the drugs. If the person is going to such extent, then this is the period where you should aware of all these conditions. You are in teenage children. Remember that when you start feeling to practice such unwanted things, okay, better to consult the person who is very close to you. Don't simply fall under peer pressure. Take proper counseling from the teachers or from the parents if you wish. Okay, so there are only 5 ways we can take out the patient from addiction. Number 1, educating the group of children who are in adolescence, avoiding the peer pressure, taking certain help from the counselors, and taking the suitable treatments from the medical expert. With this, we have concluded the topic human health and disease. In this, we have covered health, the aspects and the factors affecting, followed by the immunity working at different levels, then common communicable diseases, followed by AIDS, cancer, and then drug abuse, and about the features of adolescence. Thank you very much.